walked into the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her.
You know what it is? Post-game show for the MEAC and SWAC massacre that occurred yesterday afternoon. Listen, let me just say this. I'm gonna just make this very. I'm gonna give some disclaimers tonight because I people came out of the woodworks. I mean, people was coming out like cockroaches that I ain't never seen. Right. So let me just say this. I will take every call today. Now, how long you stay on my call lines is up to you. Okay, but I ain't ducking no smoke. That ain't even how I get down. Right, because the thing that kills me, right, the thing that kills me is Bama's. Pothole State Bammers, they hide in the wings, and then when they win, they come out like cockroaches at nighttime and like, hey, I've been here. You're like, no, you weren't. Everybody want to call in. Everybody got my call line number. Everybody know where I'm at. Everybody want to watch the show now. Everybody want to watch the show. Everybody know everybody know what off script is now. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks ago, don't nobody watch your little show. Now y'all, these Bammers win, Pothole State win. Now everybody know where my show is. Everybody want to know what time I get on. Everybody want. I'm like, hey, what? That's what we doing? Okay, it ain't no biggie. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm going to give you my personal opinion on the matter. And I'm going to open these call lines up as I do. Now, I want to be very clear. There's not been a show where I've invited anybody on camera. Don't ask me. I don't do that on my show. I don't have powwows with people on my show. That's not what I do. I have a call-in line. It's posted below. If you have something to say to me, you happily call your happy ass in. That's just that simple. Okay? It's just that simple. Now, like I said, how long you stay on that call line is completely up to you. Okay? So that's it. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into it. And I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. If you don't like nothing I say, and I've said it many a times,
Unfollow me. If I make you feel some type of way, unfollow me. If low key you're just here to hate.
All right, very simple. It's my motto, it's my mantra. You don't have to like it. It just is what it is. Now, also, if I have never seen your number on my call line before, trust me when I tell you, you're going to be a last person picked. I just want to be very clear about that. If I ain't never seen your area code, if I ain't never seen your name before, you're going to wait your turn. I just want to be very clear about that. I ain't skipping nothing. And if you're a member of the channel and you call in, you already know what it is. Just tell me your last four. You get to skip the line. That just is what it is. All right. So, first of all, I was supposed to go to the game, right? I got Mr. Campbell texting me. I got Mike texting me. What section you in? Blah, 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 right? Let it be known that my kids are actually prophetic. So I went to my kids the day of the game and I said, hey, guys, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all want to go to the game or do y'all want to go to a family friend's house and watch the game? My daughter was like, Dad, I don't like to be out in the heat like that. I would rather go to a friend's house. My son said, I second that. So we went to a friend's house and we actually watched the game. Which, man, I wanted to kiss my kids and hug them so tight last night. They could have asked me for a PS5 last night. I would have took my ass to Walmart or Best Buy and bought it. No lies, no BS. They saved me from the ultimate embarrassment at that game. Because I know I would have been rocking all. That's what I do. I rock off script gear. Anytime I go out in public, it's gonna be some off script gear. They saved me, okay? So shout out to the kids who are prophetic. They were just like, Dad, no, we're not going to do that. We would prefer to stay inside. So shout out to them. Now, these pictures say it all, okay? This picture, I mean, literally says it all. That is just exactly how this game went. The faces can't be expressed any other way. That this game was a catastrophe from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning. So let's go a little deeper, right? My thoughts on the game. It was hard to evaluate. Okay, I know Paho State's going to tell you, oh, they don't know. They know now. We really don't. If was a fifth, we really don't, because at the end of the day, South Carolina State was really just that bad. And let me start by saying this. I have to give Zoe every credit in the world. He called it on the show with, I think me and Mikey said, I think the only thing he missed was that they were going to run for 180. I think y'all ran for like 130 or 140. But everything else, Zoe pretty much hit on the money. So I got to give Zoe all the kudos for that one. He definitely said that in the Breakdown show. So I got to give him his kudos for that. But the thing for me was the stuff that, watching the game, the stuff that South Carolina State got on was nothing complex. But the thing that you have to give credit for Paho State is the fact of Maurice Harris and TC Taylor's play calling and the manipulation of the defense. What you do know now is that Paho State is a run-first team. I'm gonna save the Jason Brown stuff later, right? But Paho State is a run-first team. That's what that told me last night, right? Irv Mulligan is he's the best running back on that team. JD Martin, whoever else, Irv Mulligan is the guy. That Bama is nice, right? The O-line did what it was supposed to do. The receivers, not special. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much it's only so much you can really ascertain from the game, because South Carolina State was really just that bad. And I gave a lot of credit to what Buddy Pugh was doing, and I really believe Buddy Pugh was like, this team is ass. Let me go ahead and walk my way on out the door before they fire me because this team is so ass, right? Corey Fields being in that game as long as he was the biggest indictment to me on Buddy Pugh and this coaching staff, that you allow Corey Fields to come back out in the second half after this Bama went 3-10 for 10 yards in the first half. I have never in my life seen that. Bashawn McCray is an upgrade over Corey Fields, and he was absolute ass. So that's like no homo, double ass. And for people listen, I said this on Twitter. For people calling Corey Fields trash, you're being uberly disrespectful, because at least the trash can knows what its job is. So we got to stop calling Corey Fields trash, because that doesn't signify how bad this kid really was yesterday. And the fact, I don't want to hear he's a kid. The Bama has been playing football since 2018. He has been on South Carolina State's campus since 2018. And that's the performance you give on the SWAC MEAC challenge? Absolutely no. Because I'll say this, if that was Jason Brown on the other side, I would be in here doing a New Orleans 5th Street line dance about how bad that Bama was. So Corey Fields is absolutely ass. Listen, they need to have open tryouts for South Carolina State's quarterback position. Starting tomorrow, open tryouts. I don't give a damn if you're a current student that ain't never touched the football. I don't give a damn if you played in high school and you didn't think you was going to make it in college. Open competition. Girls, boys, it don't matter. Open competition. Flat out open competition. I don't give a damn. Just whoever can play the position. Right? 35, 28, 27. I don't care how old you are. 16, 17. If you got college eligibility, make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Okay? Second thing is, I gave Kevin McGuirk a lot of kudos for his offensive play calling. And do so. But the thing is when you see your quarterback that lost, you have to add motion just so that they can see it, like you can understand what's going on. Okay, if I'm signaling a wide receiver in motion and the linebackers don't point or bump out, you know what I'm saying, or communicate, then I know it's a zone. I know it might be man. You didn't give Corey Fields any type of help in that situation. Got to give a shout out to South Carolina State's running backs, the freshmen. I think they're amazing. Juwan Howell and the other kid that came in, I think they're special. The number 5 who scored a touchdown, he looked pretty decent at the playing against backups, right? Because Powell State took everybody out. Now going to the Powell State side, I have to press the brakes a little bit on Jason Brown because of how bad South Carolina State was, right? Because I'm not saying that Jason Brown is bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that everything came so easily. You didn't really see what he was capable of. And the stuff that he scored on was literally so simple. Like, I mean, that's stuff you run in high school that goes for 30, 40 yards. I mean, shout out to Jets. That's my guy. Gents, and I'm so glad he scored a touchdown. He deserves everything that he has coming his way because he's set his time and he's earned his right to be that impactful for the team. But let me say this. When you have Gents motioning across the formation and nobody picks him up and you're in a zone, like, make that make sense to me. You're pushing because nobody followed. So you're pushing everybody over. Nobody was in man because nobody ran with the kid. So to me, that means you're in zone and nobody's in that area. Nobody. Like, that's just, I don't know, Thomas. I would send him packing back to A&T tonight. I would have gave him a bus ticket to A&T yesterday. I would have sent that Bama back. He wouldn't have left the state of Georgia with the team. Because my question is, what have you been doing all camp? What have you been doing? What have you been doing all camp? What have you been teaching anything? Because it was clear as day that nobody knew their assignments. Nobody did anything right. Your safety was absolutely ass. He playing like a linebacker, and he ain't playing it very well. So South Carolina State was really just that bad. And it's hard to evaluate what Powell State could be because South Carolina State didn't put up much of a fight to make them have to do something outside of the norm. So for that, it's just hard to evaluate Jason Brown on that aspect. But what he did last night is he did what you ask a guy like that to do. Veteran player, first time with a new team, neutral site. Hey, don't lose us the game. Hey, manage the game. Make the throws. Make it easy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just and the play calling was significant around that. You know what I'm saying? Easy reads, flares and drags and overs, nothing really too complex. If we're being honest, the best throw he threw all day was actually the one to Rico Powers, and everything else he threw deep was underthrown. If we're calling a spade, I mean, the tight end one that he scored a touchdown on, Stevens, was just him and Jesus. And the one he threw to Rico Powers was his best one. Everything else he underthrew. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I got to give it Wide receivers, because, I mean, South Carolina State was just that bad. Defensively, listen, got to give kudos to Paris and Hezekiah. They kept talking about Jeremiah Williams. I watched some film on him before the game. 99 is legit. Jeremiah Williams is legit. He is that. It's funny. I called BJ on that Friday, and I was like, dang, this kid 99 is a monster, right? Jeremiah Williams. That interior D-line for JSU is legit. Devontae, Jeremiah, and Quainus, they came to play. Your DNs, they're just bodies. They're just bodies, right? Antonio Doyle, whoever's on, they're just bodies. They're now that interior D-line, they solid. I think Peppers was a great pickup for Powell State. I think he was a great pickup for them. Solid player, solid tackling. He doesn't have the presence of an Aubrey Miller, but he's a solid tackler. You're going to get it. You're going to get it from him, play in, play out. He's going to be where he's supposed to be. Absolutely saw that, love that. DBs, DBs is a definition of okay? Listen, man. I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody on this call line calls in and tells me that this team is more talented than the last two teams, I'm hanging up. I'm not even having a discussion with you because you're smoking crack. You're smoking crack. If you're going to get on this call line and tell me that this year's defense is better than the last 2 years, you're smoking absolute crack. I'm not having a discussion with you. I'm hanging up and moving on because it's not true. The DBs are not that. They are not. And if anybody other than Stevie Wonder wasn't playing quarterback, you would have seen why they're not. Corey Fields missed 2 bona fide touchdowns just because he couldn't get it down the field. Very simply, he could not get it down the field. I mean, like, Jesus freaking Christ. You really see how much Shaq Davis and the receiving core that he had that year really saved him because he has no accuracy. He really just cannot throw that thing. So that just is what it is. Those are my thoughts on the game. Special teams, not bad when it comes to kicking. He missed one, but he made the rest of them. The punter, Jesus Christ, where do they find this kid at the punting position? Like, he just as ass as Corey Fields. Listen, South Carolina State. I mean, like, listen, man, there's no way possible that you telling me there's not a quarterback in the transfer portal right now that is not better than Corey Fields. Like, come on. There has to be somebody in the portal at this current day and moment that's better than Corey Fields. What's up, babe?
Hi, thanks. So I see we have 825 here, and just in case you're new to the Off Script channel, welcome. I'm Mrs. Script. You'll see me in the chat. One thing, I only interrupt this stream when the likes are lacking. Okay, so you can like the stream if you don't like them. You can like the stream if you do. Okay, you just go right outside the chat. You hit the thumbs up button. It's really, really simple. And if you're on your TV, you can even do it from your remote. Okay, that's all I want. I'll let y'all talk as much smack as you want. I wish you all a happy Sunday. Yeah, TG. Hey, bro. I see you in here. And you all see our wonderful moderators in the chat as well. So welcome to Off Script. You'll hear a lot. You get to talk as much smack as you want to, just like the stream. All right. Happy wife. Happy life.
Yep, that's what it says. Appreciate you, babe. All right, quick takeaways. If I'm South Carolina State, it's an open competition with Corey Fields. Absolutely open competition with Corey Fields. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Patrick has to step up. Jablonski Green, shout out to Maurice Harris and TC Taylor for the play design and play calling. They were trying to either run at him or run away from him most of the game. If they didn't do that, they definitely double teamed him, had a tight end on the same side as him. Patrick has to be better. This is the takeaway that I got from the game when it came to South Carolina State. They didn't play with that lunch pail mentality that they're so used to bringing. That's the thing that was so frustrating to me, right? South Carolina State is like the Steelers. Even if they don't have something going for them, you know they're going to bring their hard hat and their lunch pail, and it's going to be a grinded out type of game. So for them to come into this game defensively and look as bad as they did, because it wasn't, if I'm being honest, it wasn't anything that Tahoe State imposed on them. It was a lack of that South Carolina State Bulldog mentality of coming with your hard hat and lunch pail to work. They didn't feel, it didn't seem like that same team with the physicality of just saying, hey, we're not the better team in this situation, but we're going to come to play. So that was really disappointing to see. Offensively, they got to go back to the drawing board. They have to absolutely go back to the drawing board when it comes to offense. Kevin McGork has to simplify this thing for Corey Fields. He has to make it, I don't know what Corey Fields' strengths are at this point in time, but he has to figure out what he can get out of Corey Fields, because the other guys are just guys. They just either a runner, can't throw, find a guy in the transfer portal. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if the portal's closed right now. I don't give a damn. Go to Sam's and Costco and pick up a pack of quarterbacks. It does not matter. You need to be offering everybody in the portal who's a quarterback to come in and learn this system, because what you guys have currently on the depth chart is not it, right? Takeaways from Tahoe State. I'm going to say this. I felt that Tahoe State needed this game way more than South Carolina State because of the morale. You needed people to believe in the way they see. Okay, football fans will say, good win, Tahoe State. You didn't impress me. Tahoe State fans will say, we were dominant and we were impressive. It's not the same, because the other team they didn't come to play. So it's like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's not my fault who's on my schedule or how they played. It's not. But at the same time, it's hard to judge what you truly are because they were so bad. So that's one of the biggest takeaways. Other than that, very well coached team. Going forward, what you know, because once again, Tahoe State has never had to play a game before walking into the Orange Blossom Classic. So there's a lot of film out there now, right? More than what they've had previous years. The biggest thing to take away when you're playing Tahoe State is that you got to have eye discipline. Maurice and TC Taylor are going to mess with your eyes. They're going to get your eyes moving in different ways, motion, counters, pulls, all that type of situation. And with Coach O, who has been a former offensive line coach, him being in that era of like when they were doing bad, but they were running the ball very well, that he knows what that looks like. He knows what it looks like doing it right. So I do believe that is something they're going to harness and get better at as the season ends. And like I said, Irv Mulligan is that he that ninja. Okay, that Bama. I ain't never seen a Bama get hit square in the waist and you fall. He puts his arm over you and keeps. That was different. That was different. That Bama different. You know what I'm saying? Different. Still. That Bama going to be on an all SWAC team if he keep doing what he's doing. Easily, right? So, also, like I said, defensively takeaways, your interior D-line is legit. You like if there is one thing from this team that is comparable to the other teams is the interior D-line, right? Coinus, Jeremiah, and Devontae. They are comparable. They are next level talent. The rest of them Bama's behind them, they're just guys, right? But it's hard to see. It's hard to see what I won't say they're just guys. It was hard to see what they really are because South Carolina State was so bad and they didn't get a chance to test them. But at the same time, nobody really flashed, right? So that is what it is. Offensively, it's the same thing with the receivers. Nobody flashed. I mean, Rico Powers is what we all knew he was last year. He's a decent guy, right? He's good, but he's not great. He's not special. He's not Malachi. I'd take Willie Gaines over Rico Powers if I'm being honest, just because of his explosiveness, right? So, you know what I'm saying? He's not that just yet. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see more from Rico. Jason Brown, you cannot get on this stream. I'm telling you, if you get on this stream today and say Jason Brown's better than Shador, I'm not having the argument with you. I'm just gonna hang up because it's not worth my time. Because once again, South Carolina State was just that bad that you don't know what Jason Brown truly is. Argue with your mama, not me. It's just that simple. All right. Point blank, period. All right, Baller Awards, week 0. You already know what it is. It's Sunday. I got to do my Baller Awards, so I'm going to knock this out real quick, and we're going to get to the call lines. Irv, oh, my bad. Definitely messed that up. That's not his stat line, my bad. But Irv Mulligan, Baller Award, that's on me, my bad, Murr. You didn't throw for 51 yards, you know what I'm saying? But you ran for, I think, 130. Good job. All right. Jason Brown, got to give him a Baller Award. All right. Did what he was supposed to do, play within the offense. Didn't make any mistakes. That's all you can ask of a first, not a first-year guy, but a first guy in your system trying to make a statement, neutral site game. That's all you can do. Had a hell of a job. He did what he was supposed to do. Interior D-line, listen, all them Bama's got to get an award. Coinus, Jeremiah, Devontae, absolutely played off the chain in that 4-2-5 that they got going. Definitely a killer. Them boys are definitely some hunters. Absolutely amazing. Good job. Now, stay-at-home awards. Stay-at-home awards is like, yo, why did you even come to the game? Right? Why did you even come to the game? Both of these Bama's. Especially Thomas Howard. I don't know why this ninja was even at the game. Because if that is the defense that you putting on the field, absolutely ass. Absolutely ass. Somebody got to be better than number 0 on safety. Somebody, anybody. That Bama is a liability, okay? Not a safety, a liability. And Kevin McGuirk, the disappointing factor to me with Kevin McGuirk is it's difficult as an OC because you're like, I'm playing with my hands tied behind my back with my quarterback, and I'm still supposed to be productive. You get what I'm saying? Like, he came into a situation with Corey Fields, knowing what Corey Fields was. So I do have to blame Kevin McGuirk because you can't tell me that you weren't seeing this in practice and then you didn't think to go out and get a guy for yourself. Matter of fact, Kevin, you could have took the Bama you had at the D3 school. Was it Methodist University? I'll take that Bama over Corey Fields. That Bama can spin it. The white boy that you had at your D3 school, I would call him up today and be like, yo, you trying to play D1 football? I got a scholarship for you. Today, right now. I got a scholarship. That's who you really... Matter of fact, get him and your backup. I'll get both of them jokers because Corey Field ain't the answer. Corey Field is not the answer. But there was still a lack of creativity in the play calling, I think, to help Corey Fields. And even when you called the right plays and you blocked it up as best you could, Corey Fields just couldn't even see the field. The worst play of the game for me with Corey Fields, where I was literally at my wit's end, like, are you kidding me? It was a waggle, right? It was a waggle. It was a rollout. And I know everybody knows this play. There was a receiver in the flat. There's a receiver going in the over position. Corey Fields is staring at the flat for so long, he never comes off of it to hit the over and gets absolutely blasted. Gets absolutely blasted, and it was unnecessary because I'm like, bro, the over was wide open. And then the next one that drove me insane, it was a waggle the other way. And Corey Fields literally threw it to number 11. All you had to do was literally toss it over the kid's head, and it's a completion. He threw it to 11 like he was a bulldog. I mean, square to, like, oh, shoot, appreciate, like, I'm like, yo, what is we doing? That was absolute. It was mind-boggling to me. I just was like, yo, this is what we're here. This is what we're doing. Okay. This is, oh wow. Okay. This is how the game is going. So that was crazy. That was actually crazy. And listen, the award for locked in a triple pad cellar with no light. I mean, like dungeon, like Tangled. like Rapunzel, like in a tower so tall with no steps. You don't even know how he got there. Corey Fields. I would put this Bama in a trunk, and I would drive that trunk to the middle of Las Vegas, and I would open it up, and I would tell him to walk back to South Carolina State. And the reason I would say that is because about time he gets back to South Carolina State, the season would be over. That's how you got to do them. That's how you got to do them. Drive him to Vegas, drop him off in the desert, and tell him to walk his ass back, because by the time he get back, the season over. Season over. So we good. We Gucci. Right? Because the way he played, how you play 4 quarters, how do you play 4 quarters of football and you end up with 59 yards? How in the blue hell do you play 4 quarters of 12 minutes and you end up with 59 yards? I thought Bashawn McCray was bad. Listen, they got to be related. They got to be related. They got to be related. Somehow, some way, like long lost twins that have never met each other. Because that is the epitome of just like ineptitude. 59 yards. What are you supposed to do with that? I could go out there and throw for 59 yards. And I've never played quarterback a day in my life. I could go out there and throw for 59 yards. And I've never played quarterback a day in my life. That's just beyond me. I don't know. It's just beyond me. I can't get past it. I really can't get past it. But I'll say this. Call lines are open, 518-263-8124. 518-263-8124. I'll say this. Because I know a lot of Powell State fans are really feeling themselves right now. Right? And the countdown to 1 and 3 is still on. The countdown to 1 and 3 is still hot. It's still hot. I'm still at the grill. I'm still driving the bus. I'm still picking up people on the passenger ride. Because I'm going to tell you this right now.
I hear everybody talking about what they gonna be. I got high hopes for you niggas. We gon' see.
I got high hope for you niggas because we gon' see. We gon' see this week. Mike texted me talking about I'ma see you in listen, you can have that game. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm gonna let you rant, rave, 60,000. They don't know. You don't know. I don't give 2 shits. Because that game was so ass. That was just absolutely despicable. That was absolutely despicable to put that on a primetime television show. If you're talking about a game that need to be on ESPN Plus forever, like, don't ever bring that game out again. Archive, clips, nothing. Not a snippet, not nothing. Like, don't ever bring that footage back out again. That is long lost footage that will never be seen ever again. Because that game was so ass. If you're talking about if somebody said, hey, HBCU football is ass and this is why, they're going to bring that game up. They are going to bring Exhibit A. SWAC and MEAC challenge on national television. Exhibit A. That's what they're going to do. Because that game was so ass. Absolutely ass. Absolutely ass. And this is the reason why I did not. See, I was smart. I didn't get the shirts early. That's why I told Mike in the breakdown. I said, hey, you got to lose the first one to build the anticipation for the 0-4 shirts. I'm not going to invest my money into into 0-4, and you know what I'm saying, you could win the first. You see what I'm saying? Like this, that does logically. Now, verbally, I can say whatever I want because it's just at the end of the day. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying. All right, let me see where I'm going with this. I got a lot of people on the call lines. Where am I going to go with this? I'm trying to say it's some people that I haven't seen before, so I know I'm not picking y'all. I'm going to go with my man, Coach Green. Get him out the way early. What's up, Coach Green?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Look, man. Look, I got my pick right, but I'm going to still say after watching the game, I don't want nobody to get their hopes up. You know, it's just like when when Southern played at Division II school, I didn't get my hopes up. I was like, wait to see the next game. Let's see what Craig going to do the next game.
Yeah.
And I think they should do the same because that game was like so easy. Like you had tight ends running 50 yards.
Facts.
You know, so
Facts.
okay, you know, you really didn't see Jackson State DBs get tested. You know, that's another thing we could say. And you just got to wait and see. Great win. Congratulations. You know, I know y'all happy and y'all, Jackson people getting loud, talk about where everybody at. I don't know why, but they just said, wait. Don't get their hopes up. Calm down. Relax. Let's wait till the FAMU game, Jackson State. Pushing P's. Let's wait till the FAMU game. And then that'll be a better judgment. And then you could be like when that time when FAMU played, pushing P's last year, you came out and said, yeah, they are better than what I thought. Or like when they played Alabama and Alabama A&M, and they ran through them, you're like, they are what you thought they was. That's when you actually gave them real props, when they played teams like that. And this game here, you can't, I understand why you can't really give them big, huge props because you don't want them, don't jump the gun just yet. And then as far as the wide receivers, I know they was missing Seven McGee, and I think they're probably missing a few other receivers too, man. So it's the receivers have, we don't know if the receivers are this or that just yet, but we do know they running backs are that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And their O-line blocks pretty good.
Yeah, I give you that. Yeah.
And their D-line is legit. Right there, and that's it. Everything else is just, let's see. Let's just see.
Let me say this.
That's all I got right there, man.
Hey, I'm going to say this. I'm going to let you go. I'll say this because if they lose this game, they would be like, it wasn't a SWAC game. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it would be like, it's out of conference. It don't really matter. We'll see what we do in conference. Nobody in conference has beat us yet. So you can flip it either way you want it. I just think like if they would have beat, I'll say this. If they would have beat South Carolina State and South Carolina State had put up a fight, I'd be like, hey, listen. Like if they look like they even tried to put up a fight, I'd be like, whoa, okay, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, South Carolina.
I got one more for you too.
What's up?
I got one more for you. All right. If you had to pick a quarterback, Corey Fields or Bashawn McCray?
Bashawn McCray. Bashawn McCray all day. Appreciate it. Picking Bashawn McCray all day. Not touching Corey Fields. Mike, coming to you. What's up, Mike?
Got it. I didn't call to talk football today. I called to talk about something else. See, last night, let me start out by saying, it's the reason why Coach Green got on here and said what he said. It's the reason why Scott is saying what he said. It's the reason why Perry somewhere hating too. So last night, Mr. Campbell was on vacation. And a terrible crime happened last night. So they called me. I'm a rookie to this thing, so I'm going to try to do my best. So Mr. Campbell, just bear with me. In the HBCU community, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. On the off-script network, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of the outstrip crime scene investigation unit. So last night around approximately about I say 10:36, it was this beloved guy for the past 8 months. Everybody in the HBCU community outside of Jackson, Mississippi, like fell in love with this guy. His name was Owen. Now, y'all know Owen. We all know Owen because everybody been saying Owen name. His name was Owen Foe. That's his name. Owen Foe. Owenfoe. Owen Foe. Everybody been giving Owen his praises. Been mentioning Owen. Coach Green going crazy over Owen. Scotty real friends with Owen. Perry real friends with Owen. Y'all know what? At 10:36 last night, Owen Foe was pronounced dead. So everybody that's calling in hating on dead too, they just grieving right now, y'all. They just grieving. I talked to the family. The family said, Mike, can you get a eulogy Wednesday? I said, I'd be happy to. Either I'm going to give it or I'll pass it on to Jason Gibson. One of us will give the eulogy, but I just had to let everybody know outside of Jackson, Mississippi, what's really going on. These people are grieving. Bear with them, y'all. Please bear with them.
Hey, Mike,
But that's all I got, Scotty. We're going to continue this Wednesday. But I just had to send my condolences to you. I sent them this morning. You didn't reply back. So I'm guessing you taking this deal harder than I thought.
I was at. First of all,
I just want to pray for you. Coach Green, Perry, MEAC Mike. MEAC Mike. Oh, let's pray for him, y'all. Oh, I know you had a heart attack last night.
Mike.
Oh, let's pray for him, y'all.
Mike, first of all, I was at church. Okay, I was at church. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a good Christian man, right? Second of all, who is Jason Gibson? Because he did a video. He did a video on Instagram last night. It was like off script, gotta go live. Who is that?
Jason is a prominent alumnus of the Jackson State University.
Oh,
he's a very outspoken what they call it motivational speaker in the community.
Oh.
His words are immaculate. So that's why I wouldn't pass the eulogy off to no one else but Jason Gibson. Because I would pass the eulogy out to no one else because Owen Foe rise to fame was so fast and so great they could make a 30 for 30 about it. And everybody grieving. Even DeAndre Sanders grieving. She grieving. Man. So y'all Wednesday, Scotty gonna give you the time. That's when we're gonna have a service for Owen. I'm gonna get a eulogy featuring Jason Gibson, and we gonna give Owen a good homegoing service.
Okay, hey, Mike, I heard he had an accomplice that said it's 1 in 3. I heard.
One. You talking about one? You talking about one? So we not worried about one.
I heard he had an accomplice. 1 in 3.
We not worried about one.
Okay.
One ain't got no heart.
Okay. I'm just saying.
So you seen what they did to old Owen. I'm scared for one life.
All right.
So we gonna put one in protective custody right now.
Okay.
And we gonna see how that goes.
All right, 1 in 3. I'm telling you. All right, that's. I'm just telling you. He had an accomplice. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If you get one, you got to get the other. If you get one, you got to do the full. You got to do it. Okay. Anyway.
Got it. First we got to bury Owen. We got to put him in the ground. We got to put him to rest. The family's still grieving, so we got to put him to rest.
Oh man, that's good. I like that. All right, you got me. I'll take that one. But
that's all I want, Scott. We'll talk the football.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
Aspect of things on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll talk to you on Wednesday. We'll see that.
All right,
boy. Yeah, we gonna talk about Juan. We gonna talk about Juan on Wednesday. Let me see where I'm going. Drake, coming to you. What's up, Drake?
Hey, what's up, man? I thought it was a good game. I think they, you're right. The interior is really good. I wasn't really impressed by their wide receivers. I don't believe they don't have nobody special. Like when they got in the red zone, they don't got no 6'4", 6'5", somebody that almost like a guarantee. But I got a question about South Carolina State, though. If you're them when Buddy Pugh retires, do you hire somebody just totally different from him? Because, I mean, for as long as I can remember, even when I was in college, Buddy Pugh has never recruited the quarterback position really good. He recruits defense good, but that quarterback position, you don't really recruit that well. Do you go against him and, not saying you got to get an offensive guru, but he at least has to be able to hit on that position. Because if anybody else tried it, Corey Fields out there, that shows
They're fired.
Like, even when the backup came,
They're fired.
Like, they was like, well, the back was a running quarterback. They're going to give us some time to throw. Like, so I'm just asking questions. If you're South Carolina State, where do you go with this hire?
I think there's a part of South Carolina State, because I want to be very clear. When I compare them to the Steelers, there's a reason for that, because they don't have a high turnover. They're a get it out the mud type of school. We grind. I think they have to find a coach that is in that mindset. That's why I'm a fan of Chennis Berry. I believe Chennis Berry he fits what South Carolina State is. I think if you go get a guy completely away from Buddy Pugh, I think you're going to get more of a finesse type of style. And if you do go finesse, you have to find you can do it kind of like Sean McVay, right? To where you go get you an offensive guy for head coach, but you better hit on that defensive coordinator, and he better know, because Thomas Howard ain't it. Okay, I'm sending that Bama back. You can have him, Aggie. Okay, take him back.
We good.
No, take his ass back, because he's on the first flight back to Durham, wherever y'all be at. So, but that too, right? Just send his ass back to North Carolina. But yeah, you got to hit on that defensive coordinator, because the one thing South Carolina State to me has to always be is a defensive mind. Like, they got to bring that tenacity. And if you don't have a coach who brings that out of the players, I don't think that's a good fit for what South Carolina State is and what they could be and what they want to be. So I think finding you either find a fiery offensive minded coach, or you go get you a Chennis Berry or a Cedric Thomas from Alcorn, and you go build a defensive juggernaut, and he just has to hit on the offensive coordinator position. But I would prefer a tenacity, a fiery head coach like a Mike Tomlin-ish, you know what I'm saying, type of guy.
Because I'm asking, because right now, all the good teams, they basically have their quarterback. I mean, the difference between Central and everybody else is the quarterback. And no matter how good your philosophy is on defense and this and the other, if your quarterback can't hit a 5-yard out, that's going to be the handicap on the OC also, which explain. I'm like, the OC should have been like, hey, I'm bringing somebody, because you had to know, like, even during their championship season, if Shador doesn't turn it over 3 times in the 20, they don't win. If Corey Field has to go the length of the field, you don't believe he goes the length of the field. So I just asked him, what do you what type of coach do you think they should go towards? And it's gonna be a bad season, boy. If they leave, they gonna boo Buddy Pugh out of Orangeburg, because he can't be your best option.
No, I agree. But we'll see where it go from there. Shout out to Miss Keisha. She'll make it happen. Appreciate the call, though, Dre. Listen, those refs were absolutely ass. If you got Powell State fans talking about those refs are good, they were absolutely ass. There was so much holding on the edge. It was absolutely ridiculous. Them Bambas were absolute ass. Let me see. Mr. Nash, then Rocky, coming to you. What's up, Mr. Nash?
Hey, how you doing, Scott?
What's up?
First of all, congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you, sir.
Watched the game last night. Very disappointed with South Carolina State. undisciplined. The tackling was poor. I don't know who the free safety is. He just missed assignments, and their quarterback, the offense coordinator, never made an adjustment, and the line play was just terrible. Every time he did drop back, Scotty was two or 3 minutes hitting him. So if Corey Fields and I want somebody to answer the question for me why they didn't start another quarterback the second half. That was just mind blowing because Corey Fields didn't have it.
Yeah, and the fact to me that the game was still somewhat competitive at halftime, and you trot Corey Fields back out there after halftime, that alone was, to me, that was I would have felt so discouraged as a defensive player because it's like he ain't got it. He don't got it today, man.
He didn't have it, and I just felt like you have to make a change, and they didn't. It just put me in the mind of the Southern game last year when they played Jackson. They make a change because Corey Fields just didn't have it. So I was a little disappointed. For Jackson State, they did okay. Congratulations to T.C. Taylor. I thought he did very well, but and let's go with the quarterback is not better than Shador, so they can forget that.
I appreciate the call.
Appreciate it, Scott. Take care, man.
All right, no problem, Mr. Nash. We'll see what them Braves about this week on week 1. Rocky, coming to you. Rocky, listen.
What's up,
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you come in here with some Jason Brown better than somebody other we should not be named, or if you talk about it, I'm just hanging it up and we moving on. I'm telling you that right now. Now you can say everything else, but I'm gonna hang up and move on.
Bro, I don't think we know what Jason Brown is after one game, just like we didn't know what we had in Shador after one game. So I'm not even know if you judge Shador based on what he did in the Orange Blossom Classic his first year, then you wouldn't have known what he was. And same thing with Jason Brown. And I just don't think Jason Brown wasn't playing against a formidable defense, so you don't really know what he is against pressure. You don't know. They didn't really force him. They didn't shut down the run and make him carry the team. Like, there's so much you don't know. So I'm not going to put. The only thing I wanted to say, Scotty, is, and it seemed like you struggled to say it last night, going back and forth in text, is that the dude played good, man. The dude played good. That's all I'm saying. In that situation, to throw for 3, to at one point be 16 for 18, have 2 incompletions. Man, that alone, if he was throwing against Earth, that makes him the second or third best quarterback in the SWAC.
It was air. It was air. It was the only Rocky. The only pass that had a defender a yard or 2 away was the Rico Powers throw. Everything else was air. Are we serious right now? Like, he was literally throwing against air, and his guys were running scot-free everywhere. Everywhere. We still looking for a DB.
I'm gonna agree to disagree and say that they were open, but I don't think they were running scot-free. They were open.
Dog. Every touchdown. Go look at every touchdown and tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got 100. He got 100 yards. He got like at least 120 off of scot-free touchdowns. It was literally them, Apostle Paul, Peter, Judas. Who else was in there? Daniel.
Scotty, but Scotty, can we be honest that if you look at the 3 years I've been watching SWAC quarterback play, even with that being the situation, that's one of the top performances by a quarterback in the last 3 years.
Negative.
Especially if you take Shador and Akil Glass out of the mix.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you take them 2, yeah. If you take them 2 out, I'll give you that.
So that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying, Scotty. Quarterback play in the SWAC is so trash.
I'll disagree because if we're going, I'm gonna disagree with you because I can go Akil against against Texas Southern when he threw. They went him and Andrew went toe for toe. I can go Shador against Bethune-Cookman where he went just straight dumb, right? Or you can talk about the FAMU game where he went dumb as well. And I can go Andrew Body against Rice his freshman year where he threw for 300 and ran for 100. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was an FBS program. So, I mean,
I get it, but we talking about probably looking at over like hundreds of games, Scotty.
You said in the last 3 years. You said that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like each team then had 10 to 13 games each year. I mean, it's been some bad quarterback play, bro. And what Akil Glass did was one of the better. I mean, what my man did, Jason Brown, was one of the better performances I've seen. That's all I'm saying. Especially if you take Akil Glass and Shador out of the mix. In the SWAC, you can't take quarterback play for granted. Like they're going to be able to throw.
Dog,
how many times have you seen quarterbacks in the SWAC throw a screen in the dirt? Or overthrow a screen. Or miss a wide open guy.
I'm not giving it to you, Rocky, because he did the same thing, but the time he did hit him, the guys were wide open. How many overthrows? How many underthrows? If we want to get that technical, he should have threw for 450. If we want to get that technical, right? But a lot of the stuff he had, listen, I'll give more credit to Maurice Harris and them making the game very comfortable for him and very easy to manage because the throws were not difficult and the guys were just running scot-free. So number-wise, can I say that? Yes, like the actual game and watching it, was it one of the best performances? Or no, hell no. Hell no. No, hell to the no. No, I can't give you that.
Like I said, I just thought he showed himself to be competent. I didn't think he was the best quarterback I've ever seen, but competency at the quarterback position, in my opinion, is very rare in the SWAC. That's all I'm saying.
All right, appreciate the call, Rocky. Yeah, I ain't giving you that one. Let me say this with Ron T. Ron T, if you want to be honest, that was actually Andrew's first game as a true freshman, right? What are you talking about? True freshman, first game. If we're comparing first games, true freshman over a 9-year senior. Shut your dumb ass up. Anyway, continue on. Let me see where I'm going next. 1831 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
All right, what's up, Oscar?
What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Kurt Dog calling from Tallahassee, man.
Talk to me.
So listen, I'm gonna start off with this. I got on the one of those JSU sites yesterday just to see what they was talking about and how they was gassing each other up or whatever. And I just asked a question. My question was, did this game actually give y'all a good look at what your team actually looks like? Because South Carolina State was just ass. I'm talking about ass all over the field. I mean, they had the number 8, whoever number 8 is from Delaware State, take a scholarship right now. He was horrible. The safety, number 25, I think it was number 25. He got beat on the pass to the tight end. Why you have no run support at all? Why are you running up to the line of scrimmage? I mean, no run support at all. You're a free safety. Why are you running up to the line of scrimmage? I mean, they did stuff that was just horrible. Like high school teams wouldn't even do it. Second of all, South Carolina State was getting like 5 yards a pop at one point running the football. They stopped doing it for some reason. I don't know why. But they was getting about 5 to 6 yards a pop on running the football with those freshman running backs. I have no idea why they stopped doing that or what changed the game plan. I wouldn't let Corey Fields be a pass in this game. All he had to do is hand the ball off. And maybe a couple passes here and there. But he shouldn't have been trying to throw the ball at all. Because he was horrible. He was ass. 59 yards, come on, man. How can you give yourself a good look? Because believe me, Sam, you is not going to sit back 15 yards off the ball and let your DB just Running a little smaller. I mean, Jason Brown. This is what Jason Brown was doing. I don't think he threw anything past 10 yards, but a couple balls. That was one to the tight end, one to Rico Powers. Everything else was short passes.
All right, appreciate the call. All right, let me see. 8695 coming to you.
Yo, what's going on, Scotty?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Earl, DC.
Talk to me, Earl.
Man, I just wanted to touch on that point that you made about South Carolina State making a bad rap on HBCU football, man, because you are 1,000% right. And even beyond the Corey Fields play, if you look at the defensively, what they were doing was just very, very childish. You had two guys running in the same gap on the screen and the tight end running down the field and don't nobody touch him until he hits the 3-yard line.
I'm so glad that Andre Hunt jank. No, the Andre Hunt jank was the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dude,
I thought he was a tight end.
The safety. I mean, he literally ran into the blocker on the dog. First of all, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go finish your call. That shit was just so ass. It was just so ass.
There's more.
Oh God.
So you got that play. Then you got the other tight end when he scored the long pass. They were in a cover one. The safety is supposed to be in the deep hole pass first defender, and he runs upfield on a half-ass play fake, and now the tight end wide open in the corner of the end zone. The first touchdown, everybody on the defense, you see 9 guys go to the right and just leave the outside lane wide open. There was no gap integrity at all that whole night. I don't know what they did in camp. You cannot tell me that you have been coaching fundamentals and stuff like that happening. Buddy Pugh was supposed to be Mr. Experience and all that stuff. I didn't see none of that. Maybe he's too old. I don't know. It looked like they were literally playing with the same team from the Celebration Bowl. And I mean the players that didn't play because the players that played graduated. He didn't recruit anybody else in there. So when these white boys get on Twitter and say, yeah, this is like watching high school football, we got to stop getting mad because that's what is being displayed on the weekends. Credit to Jackson State. They did what they were supposed to do. But the rest of that shit, man, it was terrible. Now, I do think, because I don't think Moose is that much better than Corey Fields, if I'm being honest. That FAMU Jackson State game is going to be a difficult task for the Rattlers, man.
Listen. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. I don't want to go too deep because we still talking this post game, but no, I'm definitely gonna touch on that. Appreciate the call, Earl, man. Keep calling him back for the season, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. BJ coming to you, and I see Cal. I'm coming to you. I'm gonna get some Mississippi people over here, so I see you, Cal. BJ, it's on you. Guess it's not BJ. 70-34, you live.
Scotty.
What's up?
Man, let me tell you something. I hadn't even finished my first drink before I knew this was gonna be a wrap. Hey, after the first 2 series, I was like, oh man, let me go do something else. This ain't gonna be it. All these Jackson State fans gonna be turning flips, jumping up and down. This reminds me of my freshman year. We thought we was undefeated, and we thought we was all this pumping our chest, and then we scrimmaged the varsity. Oh my God. But when I tell you we didn't get past the 50-yard line on the varsity, we didn't get past the 40-yard line, Scotty. That's how bad it was with us scrimmaging the varsity, and that's how it looked last night. I mean, I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if what Buddy Pugh was doing, if he just said, you know what, next year going to be my last year, so I ain't going to recruit. I ain't going to do nothing. I'm just going to shut it down because I don't give a... But I don't know what they did, dog. But hey, I talked to my homeboy yesterday. My numero uno essay 1 and 3. He said, "I'll see you in October, my friend." Be blessed, Scotty. Love you, man. I got you back. Forget them haters, dog. 1 and 3 is going down, baby, for real. I'll script all the way. Holla at your boy. I'll holla.
Hey, appreciate the call, boy. That boy said, I didn't get my first drink. Listen, man, I knew it was gonna be a long game too. Cal, coming to you.
Yo, what up, man?
What's up, Cal?
Hey, okay, I ain't watched the game again, but I mean, I'm gonna start off the positives. You know, Jack State had a good game. We won. It could have been worse. But I will, fair is fair. South Carolina State definitely look unprepared. I definitely think the tempo hurt them. The unfamiliarity to what Jack State was going to do hurt them too. As much criticism as Jason Brown gets, I don't care if the dude's wide open, he got to give it there. I don't trust Corey Fields throw the ball than anybody else. So, you mean, you know what I'm saying? I think the coaches did a solid job putting the players in positions to succeed. Hello?
No, I'm here, Cal. I'm just listening.
Oh. Crap. Mama calling me. I guess I'll call him back in my 5 seconds. I'll make this real quick, man. Now, when DJ Stevens got loose at a touchdown, was that I know they did a lot of misdirection to confuse, you know, defenses. If they see they can mix the eyes up. You know, tight end went across the field. Was that a play fake?
Say that again.
They draw the safety up.
Say that again.
When DJ Stevens got that touchdown, was that a play fake?
Yeah, it was a play action.
I know he motioned.
It was a play action. I don't believe there was any motion on that one. If there was, they motioned away. But they did a play action to the left. They canceled it early because the running back saw the back end, the DN blitzing. I mean, he wasn't really blitzing. He was just coming. He was screaming down. The linebacker blitzed as well. That's what hit Jason. That's who hit Jason Brown. If I'm being honest, it should have been a flag because he took 2 steps after he let the ball go. But that's neither here nor there. But so he canceled the play fake early and picked up the DN, and that gave Jason Brown just enough time to get it over the top. The safety bit right on the play action and didn't stay back. I mean, like, the only time as a safety,
the one job of the safety.
Yeah, man, like you are the last line of defense. Like, until you see the ball actually get put in the back stomach, you just really stay flat-footed, if I'm being honest, because you are in a single high look. You know that your assignment is to the back, so it is anybody behind you. So it was just bad all the way around. It was bad all the way around. So
you know what? That was making sense now. You know what? I bet the guy that hit Jason Brown was that a back or an end?
That was a linebacker. The linebacker. It was a linebacker that blitzed, and that's what hit. And that's who hit. Hit Jason Brown.
I almost guarantee that linebacker was supposed to be in coverage.
No. He probably, you know what? He probably was guarding this. This is how it works. He probably was guarding the running back if he went out. Since the running back picked up the DN, he had no responsibility. So he's a free man. So that's why he just came on in. Or he could have just been blitzing from the jump. But usually that's what happens, right? When you see if I'm a linebacker, my responsibility is the running back, and I see him stay in, and he picks up another blitz or he picks up a DN, then I'm a free man and I can just come because I don't have no responsibility at that point.
Well, that's true, but they also can do I've seen some people do the blitz peel responsibility when they're designated blitzing, but the running back, well, same thing you're saying. If he peels, you going with him. Now, before I go, I need to call my mom back calling me. I don't know what's going on. What would you grade the coaches?
Oh, I would give Maurice. I would give Maurice Harris an A. I would give Maurice Harris an A. I would give the defensive coordinator like a B, maybe like a B minus, because he didn't really show too much. So I really can't. It wasn't like it was just like simple stuff, like all right, whatever. And I really think that just they're their interior was so good. You know, it was so good that you can't evaluate anything. But I would definitely give Maurice Harris an A for the game planning. Absolutely, it was absolutely A. But defense, I'm not giving the defensive coordinator A for that, because South Carolina State offensively was just that ass. They were just that was just that much ass. No homo, like they were just that much ass. So I can't give them that. Hell no. Nah. So like a B-. I would really give him a C if I'm being honest. But go ahead.
What'd you give TC? I thought he did a good job of managing the clock. He didn't look rushed. He looked relaxed. In control.
I would give him a. I would have to give TC. I would have to give TC because it's an average out between D and O. I would give him a B+. I think the best thing about what happened last night, him and Maurice probably get, like if I was a teacher, I would give them golden stars, is the final drive before the half. That was the perfect 4-minute drill. That was a perfect 4-minute drill. It was executed absolutely perfectly. So I have to give him credit for that. But hey, appreciate the call, Cal. Let me see. I'm gonna go with a 1364 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Yo, what happens, guys?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, bro? This is Trey. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Talk to me, Trey.
So, me and my homies, we was at the game last night, and we kind of had a conversation, just to go a little bit deeper in what you were saying and a couple other callers were saying. Do you think Buddy Pugh saw the writing on the wall and just said, you know what, this it for me?
Yeah.
This is gonna be your swan song, or this is gonna be your last season. You would have came into camp saying, all right, this gonna be my last season. He announced that last week. So we were talking like, hey, bro, maybe during camp, he probably seen what he had,
because
he was just like, man, I'm out, man.
Trey, I gotta agree with you, because he just signed a 3-year extension. People don't remember that he signed a 3-year extension. Right. So for you to come into this season and say that, right? You had, like, once we saw I looked at it two ways when he made the announcement. I said, listen, it could be something very good or it could be something very bad. I've been on both sides of those, right? I've been the person that played for a coach that was on his way out, and we played really well and we won the game and we dominated. And I've also been on the side where we were super emotional and got our ass blew out. No homo, right? So I've been on both sides of those. So when I initially heard it, I'm like, oh man, they might like, let's do it for the Gipper. But then when you saw the talent on the field, you're like, nah, Buddy Pugh, he was like, this ain't gonna be it. This is my last hurrah.
This ain't it.
Somebody will have to rebuild this.
Yeah. He announced this week, game week, right? Like they announced that this was gonna be his last season. So, bro, normally if this is gonna be your last season, you would have had the whole Chitlin circuit ready. Hey, I'm going out. Like, he announced it the week of the game. Like, he must have looked at camp and was like, hey, bro, we can't compete, bro. And I just, this is it. I might as well bow out before it gets really, really ugly around here.
I agree. No, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that one.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, Trey.
Just wanted to get that across.
Nah, you good, Trey. Appreciate the call, bro. Pandy, coming to you. What's up, Pete?
Yo, what's up, Scotty? What's good, man?
Man, chilling, bro. Chilling. Hey, Pandy, before we get started, what's up with Trey Lance? What happened with that?
Man, listen. I knew you was getting started with that foolishness.
What happened with that?
Dog, listen, man. You know, I'm a little pissed about it. I can't even hold you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is, dog. In my opinion, I feel like they just making up room to try to re-sign Bosa for a large extension contract. But I just don't like it, dog. I really don't like it because Trey was the guy last year, and all of a sudden he ain't even the third guy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But hey, we still on that ass. Okay. We still gonna be on that ass.
I just wanted to be, I didn't know I didn't know which way you was coming. I just wanted to shoot my shot in early before you started shooting back. That's all. I just wanted to shoot my shot early.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. But anyway, man, look, listen. Last night, dog, I know you got a lot of calls on the line, so I ain't gonna take that long. I'll say this though, man. It's crazy how you see Shaq Davis now getting a lot of play in the NFL, and it to me it kind of shows like, dang, like he really didn't have a good quarterback when he was at South Carolina State. Like he was really making Corey Fields look good, and now that he don't got Shaq there, now we see the real Corey Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's just one thing that kind of stuck out to me. You know, another thing that stuck out to me too as well, man, was that, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from Jackson State, but bro, they didn't really look good, like that good in the first half. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, damn, South Carolina State, y'all still got a fighting chance, but I don't know, bro. I mean, it really did make South Carolina State, not South Carolina State, it really made the MEAC football a little horrible. Like trash, bro. But yeah, man, that's all I had to say, man. I just want to hop on right quick, man, just say that, man. And like I said, man, week 5, we still on that ass. Dog.
All right, we'll see. All right, I appreciate the call though, Pandy. Let me answer this. I got a couple more callers. 3 more callers on the call lines. If you want to call in, get your calls in. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. I told you I was going to take everybody's call, so I don't know if you dropped off and want to come back on. I'm taking everybody's call. It's only 4 people on the call line right now. Dre says, off script, how would you defend this year's JSU team? I would be in a lot of man-to-man, right? Because I know you want to run the ball. So I'm going to load the box, and these receivers are going to have to beat me, and Jason Brown's going to have to make plays, right? You can either I'm not doing no 10 yards off nothing. It is 5 yards. If we do off man, it is 5 yards. 7 the max. Right? I'm doing 5 yards off. I'm not playing no 10 yards off all that dumb stuff. I'm not doing that, right? I'm going heavy man to man, right? And I'm loading the box. They're going to have to beat me. Jason Brown's going to have to show me he can beat me. That's what it really is going to come down to, right? Jason Brown's going to show me that he can beat me. Jason Brown is going to have to beat me in the game. That's just that is going to be my point of focus until I'm a believer that he's that guy, right? That's how I'm playing this team. If you want to do zone, that's fine, but it's going to be a lot of cover 2. It's going to be a lot of cover 2 zone. It's going to be a lot of cover 6. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing heavy, 10 yards down. I'm playing heavy, right? Cloud zones. I'm playing heavy 10 yards down. Because if you go check the stat line, his air yards are not that. His air yards are not that. But I only can play man if I got man corners. If I don't got man corners, I can't play man. You get what I'm saying? So it all depends on what my team is able to do. If my team is a zone team, we'll probably play 5 yards off, and we're playing a lot of cover 2. If they go trips, you got to go cover 3, heavy on the flats. What I would say this, and I'm going to do a film breakdown. What I cannot stand, right, is where, and Shador used to do this really, really well. They would go 3 by 1, and he would read that inside backer, and if that inside backer didn't slide out over that slot guy or that inside guy, he's throwing quick right there, right? So I'm sliding out. I'm slanting down. I got my linebacker inside, maybe got my rover coming down, things like that. But Jason Brown gonna have to beat me. All right. Jason Brown is going to have to beat me. Yeah, with a power spread. I don't believe Jason Brown can throw it over my head. I don't believe Jason Brown can throw it over my head. He was like 1 for 3 for yard. He was like outside of the tight end throw, right? The one that was blanket booty butt wide open. Outside of that throw and the Rico Powers throw, he was probably like 2 for 5 or 2 for 6 going over, 10 yards. You know what I'm saying? So he got to show me that he can make those throws. 6056 coming to you. 6056 coming to you. Hey, call you live.
Show me that he can make those throws.
Hey, call you live.
6056 coming to you. 6056 coming to you. Hey, call you live.
Scotty, what's up, man?
Hey, turn your background down.
Scotty, what's up, man?
Turn your background down. Okay, I had to mute you. Turn your background down for me, please and thank you.
Can you hear me?
You gotta turn your background down.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, just talk to me. Turn your TV off.
Yeah, I turned it all the way down. Yeah. It's all the way down.
No, I can still hear it.
Can you hear me?
Dog. Okay, listen, man, listen. If you call in, right, you got it. Whatever you're watching me on, turn it off. Turn it off. And just talk to the phone. Call back in 6056, and I'll get you. Jesus freaking Christ. 4843. Calling you live.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing?
What's up?
If you're TC Taylor, what's the one thing you're worried about going into the game against FAMU?
Getting ran on. No homo.
Okay, and then if you're the athletic director for South Carolina State, do you go ahead and tell Buddy Pugh, like, you know what I'm saying, he can still coach, but like he have to step aside and let somebody else, you know what I'm saying, take over? Because
you can't let this game ruin Buddy Pugh's 22 years of legacy. You can't let that happen. Like, yes, it's a bad game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I will fire Buddy. You can't really fire Buddy Pugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't go out like this. You get what I'm saying? You got to just let this, you got to let it ride out. This is his last season. He's made it known. Let it ride out. However it rides out, he deserves that much. You know what I'm saying? However he goes out is how he goes out.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, how much more games like this, like, do you think they will put up with?
You got to put up with all of them. You got, like, you got to. It's Buddy Pugh. He has. Listen, in the background, you're probably saying, "Hey, Kevin McGuirk, you know, you're this or you're that," or "Hey, Thomas, you're doing this, you're doing that." But you gotta let him finish this season out. He already told you he's leaving, so it does it no good for him to fire him and let his legacy go out like that. You got to let him go out on his own terms. It's the same thing I'll say with Akil Glass, right? Akil Glass last season at A&M was absolutely ass, right? I thought he should have been benched. But when you have such a prolific quarterback in the SWAC, you got to let him go out on his own terms. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with Buddy Pugh. He gave you 22 years. You can't give him one. You got to give him one. Got to give him one.
Okay. And my last question. Okay, like, since Buddy Pugh is, like, retiring after this season, when do you start looking for his replacement?
Now, every week I'm scouting coaches, right? If I'm Keisha, if I'm Miss Campbell, I am scouring. I'm not staying in the HBCU landscape. I love Chinnisberry, but my list is long and wide. Okay. I'm talking FCS, everything possible, high school. It doesn't matter. I'm looking at everybody. I want to see who has interest in this position, right? I don't give a damn if you white, black, polka dot, striped. I don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, I need somebody who's going to come in here and win football games, right? Because that's all that matters at the end of the day. So I'm on it. I'm on it.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem, Priest. Listen, the long and wide. I don't think that's a no homo. I don't think that's a no homo. Long and wide. That's a mind being in the gutter. Long and wide works. Long and wide works. That's y'all mind being together. 60-56 coming to you. Then 83-31. You're next. Okay, so stay on. I see you. 83-31. Miss Diana just saw you. You'll be after 83-31. 60-56. All right. Coming to you. Don't F this up. What's up, man?
Yo, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Just talk to the phone. Turn the TV off. Whatever you're watching me on, turn it off.
All right, TV off.
All right, let's get it. Now you good. You good. Go ahead.
All right, Scotty. Hey, man, it's John, man, from Columbia, South Carolina, man. Got a question.
Talk to me.
All right, so you got 2 years of film on Corey Fields, whether he played bad, whether he played good. Now, you got a whole turnover rate with a new team. You don't think that plays unto their advantage when it comes to, here it is, I got some film and some tendency on a quarterback that's been with South Carolina State for a while?
I think Jackson had film on him. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They had film on him. And if I'm not mistaken, they said the D coordinator deliberately played man to make him make throws. You know what I'm saying? They're like, We're not going to make this easy for him. We're going to make him make throws. So, and he could not make throws. So, I think that's that's great. You can't really, if I got film on you, I got film on you. You know what I'm saying? That just is what it is.
Right, because I think one of the shows y'all talked about, FAMU didn't have film, and now that Jackson got a new team, they got a bunch of new players. You don't know any tendency. This is the first game, so you're going in blind with a game plan, trying to figure, okay, here's what we think we can exploit. But here it is, they got plenty of game film. They took advantage of it. They won the game. But at the end of the day, I still say Jackson State do all this, Jackson State by 40 and all. They be doing all this bragging. Win the Celebration Bowl. Let's get to December. All this, you know what I'm talking about? We beat South Carolina State in August. Okay, you started in Atlanta. Let's see if you can finish in Atlanta like South Carolina State did.
Okay, listen, I'm not the one to take up for Pahos State at any point in time, but they can only play. You know what I'm saying? It's game one. You know what I'm saying? So you always have that right to say that. Listen, whoever South Carolina State fan, you will always say we beat you when it counted most, right? This is a dummy trophy, right? It's like an exhibition game trophy. Who gives a damn? You won it. Congratulations. Whoop de doo. We beat you where it mattered. Right, you know what I'm saying? We beat you when it mattered. I get with a better team, mind you, with a better team. So I get what you're saying. I still cannot get over the fact that you're telling me that a Buddy Pugh with 22 years, a Kevin McGuire with over 20 years, a Thomas Howard with over 10 years told me that Corey Fields was your best option going out in the field. I can't accept that. I can't accept that.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you, give me your, how can I say this? I'll say it this way. Yes, Buddy Pugh, he's a living legend. He's been around. And one thing that we've learned down in Bulldog Country, man, is he lived by the sword, he died by the sword. If that's his experienced guy, that's who we going with. Now, do we make the change late in the game? Probably too late. Probably, yeah.
No, ain't no probably. It was too late. Ain't no probably. It was way too late.
It was definitely too late. I totally agree. But at the end of the day, I'm waiting on them to not hoist a MEAC SWAC title, which South Carolina State already got 3. I want to see them hoist that trophy in December. I'm done.
All right, appreciate the call, bro. 8331 coming to you. I appreciate you for holding on. Hey, caller, you live. 8331. All right. Call back in, 83. Oh.
All right, my bad. I had to switch you off real quick.
Hey, no, you good. Go ahead.
All right, so I don't really want to talk about the X's and O's too much because a lot of people been talking about that. What it is I want to talk about is as well as they played, how weak South Carolina State was, are they, you know what I'm saying, in the question, why is it that these folks be focusing so much on last year's regime down to in the pregame, the cameras and the mic caught Buddy Pugh talking to TC, telling him, "Oh man, just keep doing what you're doing. You'll be better than that guy." You know what I'm saying? Eventually, like better than the last guy. Like, what's wrong with folks? Then you got the fans themselves after the fact in the comments of everything you can find this. You know what I'm saying? JSU related.
delusional, saying things like, "Oh, why did they play like this in the Celebration Bowl? Oh, because it wasn't about just a few players; it was about a whole team." Or, "Oh, because it wasn't no distractions. Oh, because this is a better team. Oh, because it's actually talent on this team." Like, people are completely delusional, man, and it makes it hard for me being an actual fan of Jackson State. Just to give context, I ain't from Mississippi, but I'm a Walter Payton fan, so that made me a fan of Jackson State by default as a kid growing up. So I would say it makes it less enjoyable to even engage in the stuff online. You know what I'm saying? Watching the games, listening to the nonsense, knowing that. Long story short, like in your words, these Bama's just mad, and it's really continuing to bleed into this next season, and they need to just let it go. You know what I'm saying? You got any thoughts on that? Like, am I tripping? Am I being too sensitive? Am I being tender, or it is what it is? You know what I'm saying?
I definitely think I definitely think you're being a tad bit sensitive, right? I definitely do. I do understand listen, man, it's no different than when I'm going to compare Dion and Paho State to a bad breakup, right? When you're in a bad breakup, that new person, all you going to do is focus on what they do well. Oh my God, my ex, they would never cook for me. You cook for me. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, my ex, oh, they would never clean up my shoes. You do that. Oh, you're so awesome. That's all they're doing. They're just focusing on the good of TC and not what, in whatever aspect that is, right? But you have to let it.
Right.
What are you, unraveling aluminum foil? Jesus Christ. I got to let you go. You got to let it play out the way it plays out, right? You got to let it play out the way it's going to play out, because at the end of the day, the rubber is going to meet the road. My grandma used to always say, it's going to come out in the wash, right? So whatever TC is not will be seen. It just is what it is. Whatever he is not, it's going to rise. It's going to come to the top. So when everybody's like, oh my God, TC Taylor, TC. Okay, that's great. He won. Congratulations. But it's no different than when you're in a new relationship and that new thing don't do what your old thing used to do. And you're like, you don't tell the girl, you kind of tell all your buddies, you be like, man, Brittany left me kind of effed up, but man, Brittany, boy, she used to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, Sarah used to do this thing with her tongue. Bro, I'm telling you. Man, my new girl don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's okay. I mean, she cool and all, but that's literally what's going on at this point in time, right? It's literally what's going on. So at the end of the day, you just got to let it play out. Let me see. Miss Diane, coming to you. What's up, Miss Diane?
Hey, Scotty, how are you doing?
What's up? I'm doing well.
Great. First of all, kudos to JSU on your victory yesterday. You won it. You got your bragging rights. Cool. Secondly, I'm looking at the comments, and everyone is saying about for Buddy's replacement, go get the Sam Washington who retired from A&T, go get this other person who's been recycled through HBCU football. And I watch your show specifically because you give content. You think outside of the box.
Thank you, Ms.
And
Diane.
I'm just saying, why would we go pull Sam White out of retirement? And we have our defensive coordinator is someone that was on his coaching staff when he was at A&T.
That's facts.
Sam and Buddy have earned their right to retire. If y'all have followed Buddy's interviews that he did at Celebration Bowl in 2021, he talked about not being able to beat Sam and A&T. They're buddies, and that when they're retirement, they're going to just chill out and on the porch, go fishing, and talk about the good old days. Let them have their retirement. For Keisha, I just want our AD to start looking, like you said, for someone now. Someone outside of HBCU, outside of the MEAC, that's really going to take our football program to the next level, because this is not the worst state has been. Last year was not the worst state has been. I'm a diehard alumni and a football lover. I sat in the stadium the year that Darius Leonard, who is now awesome in the NFL, his senior year. That was the worst year we ever had.
Really?
Yes, Lord. We could barely win a game.
Wow.
Barely. The team was so undisciplined back then, too. It was a joke. So those of us who are Bulldog fans and really follow our team, we know we've been with the team for the big, good and the bad. That's when back then when they first started talking about Buddy got to go, Buddy need to go. So this is nothing new. We just need to do our search and do it diligently and get the right person to take our program to the next level. Someone that's savvy and knows about the transfer portal, using it. Someone that is connected with the students and on social media, because Buddy and none of his staff really is on social media. We just need to step into now and stop living in the past. That's it. That's my 2 cents.
Hey,
Peace out.
Hey, no problem, Diane. Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Listen, that lady is a die-hard Bulldog. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Zoe, let me, listen, man, I call a spade a spade. I don't know how long you've been on this channel, or chat. I definitely gave you your kudos because you called it. I gotta give you your kudos. I think you said 350 and 180 and 3 something. So you missed the running part, but you definitely got the passing right. So I gotta give you kudos where kudos is given. So I'm not that much of a, as they say, hater. Now I hate Pothole State. But I gotta give you credit where credit is due. 0525 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
What's going on, Scotty?
What's up? What's your name?
What's going on, Scotty? Jordan from Mobile.
Oh, talk to me, Jordan.
Alabama. Alcorn guy. I got 2 questions. I went to the game and everything was very lovely as far as the tailgating and the whole thing and whatnot. That was good. Okay. One of my questions is, if you were South Carolina State, would you go after Alcorn's old coach, Jay Hobson?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of recycling. I'm really not. I am to a certain extent, but I'm not, right? Jay Hobson could kind of, to me, would be like he would have to show me that he could do it in the MEAC and he could recruit the area. Like I'm not saying I wouldn't interview him to see what it is, but I wouldn't do it. He wouldn't be like my top guy. I just would have to go outside the box, man. I think the only 2 guys from HBCU the only 3 guys from HBCU that I would honestly give a chance to is DT from A&M, Cedric from Alcorn, the D coordinator, and Chinnis Berry. Those are the only 3 guys from HBCU that I would give a legit chance to interview. And maybe the OC from NCCU, and maybe him. But the rest of that, I'm telling you, I'm casting a wide net to get as many people to interview for this job as possible.
Right. Okay. And one more question, I'm going to let you go. Do you think Alcorn versus Southern Miss is going to be close to what people think?
I think
that score is going to be close to what people think.
I don't think it's going to be as close as people would like to think. I think that it might be close early, but late Southern Miss pulls away. So I can see them beating y'all about 2 touchdowns, like 17 points.
Okay. All right, then. Appreciate what you're doing, and God bless you, and be safe. And I'll talk to you next time.
Hey, man.
Loving the show.
No problem, bro. Appreciate you. Zoe, I heard from a very reliable source that Jerry Mack does not want to come back to HBCU football. That's what I've heard. TG, coming to you.
Looks good, man.
Boy, where are you at, TG? Your background loud as hell.
My bad, man. Today my son's birthday.
Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday.
My son's 6 years old, bro. That dude 4 feet tall, man.
Woo.
Boy, he about to be a skyscraper.
That's what's up.
Bruh, I done heard all. Bro, I've been listening to you in my ear playing poker with the fam and just kicking it. Bro, I don't want to talk about the game. I told you before we got started, before I knew what we even had, and we still don't know what we really got. It's Celebration Bowl or bust for me. That's it. What I want to talk about is how you got 800-something people with 44 likes. It don't make no sense. I already knew they was going to call. You know what I'm saying? And my call, because I was going to try to get on first and really get your opinion of it. But after listening to what you said when you first got on, a lot of it makes sense to me. I was glad they got the win because I already knew the first game, if we would have lost, everybody named Mama would have been on our back. Cool. We got the first game. All right. Now, if we go in there and bust fam up, you know what I'm saying? We might have a little something. But again, it really ain't nothing to me until we go to Celebration Bowl and win. It's Celebration Bowl or bust. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you
all
this.
that other stuff.
Let me tell you
it's
this.
Trash to me.
Let me tell you this, TG. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Do you remember the game against the Steelers versus the Ravens where Mike Tomlin accidentally tripped the receiver that was running back for the kickoff return?
Yeah. I do remember that game.
Let me tell you this. If y'all even get close to winning a Celebration Bowl, I will find a way to get on the field and trip any ninja close to winning that game. I swear to God, if y'all Bama's go back and have an opportunity to win, I swear on everything I love, I will find a way on that field and trip everybody possible to make sure y'all lose that game. Hell no, I would hate to see that. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. I would hate to see that for you too, dog. Boy, the delusional fans is the ones that get it for me, man. I'm a diehard J-State 2-time graduate. I'm with it, but I don't want to talk too soon. We did good, but again, they laid down. Like they wasn't it. I want to be able to play somebody and it be a good game and we beat them to sleep and it's a good game. Like they really was a good team. So I can be like, yeah, we own to something. I believe that fam gonna give us that. But if we get them the business, you know what I'm saying? We may be on to something, but again, I'm really not. We can be 11 wins at the SWAC championship. I'm gonna be like, it's Celebration Bowl or bust, cause we went 2 years, we done got smashed 2 years. It's like, if we don't get the Celebration Bowl, everybody talking that noise, somebody, oh, they know now, forget all that. Let's win the Celebration Bowl. And then I'm gonna be good. I'm still gonna root for my team, but it is what it is. My biggest issue is the likes. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. How you get all these Bamas on here? They bit, bruh. When I say it was 37-0, Bamas was itching like they was fiending for crack for you to get on. They was waiting, like they was waiting for you to get on. So my thing is, if you itching, people videoing talking about, please tell Scotty to go live. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's on that like button. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get that Dave Chappelle crack for the like button. That's all I'm saying. It don't make no freaking sense. You done been on this mug for hours and 800-some people with 44 likes. Like, that junk is crazy to me. So I done stopped and walked out of my son's birthday party. Ninjas get the likes up.
Thank you.
I got him a holler.
All right, man. Tell your little man I said happy birthday, man. Man. Listen, he is not lying either. Bama's was like, my phone couldn't stay still, right? It was like, my phone was on 10 yesterday. I just had to put it away. I just had to put it away. So I just had to put it away, but it is what it is. 5264. I see all you guys. 2278, Mr. Bugs. I see you. 3503. I'm gonna go to 2264. Then I'm going to Mr. Bugs. 2278. I know you've called in multiple times. I got you. I see all y'all. I promise you. I see all y'all. Hey, call you live.
Yeah, what's good, guys? John from Atlanta, SCSU graduate. Man, I just want to say this. We did not have a good showing yesterday at all. And I was at the game sitting next to the band, man. It was embarrassing. It was just straight embarrassing. I was the one on Twitter today talking about, the way I see it. We 1-1. Y'all beat us one time. We beat y'all one time. We embarrassed y'all. Y'all embarrassed us. It is what it is. But shout out to Jackson State, man. Y'all got the bragging right. We're not going to be delusional like y'all be. We see what we got on the field. We see what it is. We not necessarily we accepting it, but we see what we got on the field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, on the real tip, man. We got to do better than that. It was a sad day out there. For Sacramento State fans. It was. We did not like it. We did not expect that to happen. Like that. It was not good at all. And a lot of us think that some of the other quarterbacks should have a chance to see what they got. I mean, he did let Andre Washington get out there for a little bit, and he was kind of moving the ball, but he did a lot of more running than anything. But let the young kids see what's up. Let them see what's up. And, go ahead.
No, I said absolutely. I agree. With you. I agree with you.
Yeah, we want to see what's up, man. This wasn't a good showing, man. It just wasn't at all. But to Jack State fans, I saw a lot of Jack State fans crying after the game. I was like, man. I'm like, who could be crying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They won the national championship. I don't know. It was funny to me, but it is what it is. They got to brag right and do what they want to do. But, yeah, we just get on real. We got to do it. We got to have a better showing, man, because that's not good at all. I'm not going to sit here and act like it is because it ain't. I guess a bright spot, the young running backs, they are legit. I want to see them kind of come to their own, then get a chance. Last thing I'll say, I do think they should have probably let Cormier throw the ball around a little bit more. I don't know. He should have tried something else. But the Jackson State, he kept running that same running play. Everybody on my side was like, yo, it's the same play. Same play over and over and over. But like you said, if you can't stop it, I'm going to keep running it.
Keep running.
Hey, you get tired of it, you stop it if you sick of it. Stop it. That's all I got to say, man. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the time.
Hey, no problem. Listen, man, this is the stuff I got to deal with. This is such a bad take. Mathematically, yes. Impact, not even the same. Like if somebody put this on a test, yes, this is absolutely correct. But if you know what they're referring to, it's not even the same boat. It's not even in the same boat. But it's how y'all manipulate the situation. Oh, my God. Oh, we scored 37. Oh, they scored 31. They beat you in the biggest game of the year with a better team. Shut up. Take your exhibition win and move your happy ass along. Oh, my God. We scored more points. Oh, we're so much better. Oh, my God, man. Y'all Bama's take everything. Oh, my God. Mr. Bugs, coming to you.
Scotty, what's going on, baby? How you doing, brother?
I'm
doing
good.
all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. What's good?
Man, just want to make sure you're all right, brother, because I know last night was kind of a little tough one for you a little bit, man, because, that 0-4 was what didn't happen, but it's all good. I know I'm behind you, but I got to say this real quickly, man. Congratulations to JSU. You guys played well, which is wonderful, and you got the win. You spanked South Carolina State University. You spanked them. Number 2, South Carolina State. I agree with the young lady that actually called a couple of minutes ago about coaching. Hey, quick question for you, Scotty. When it comes to a new coach for South Carolina State, would you look at Ed Reed?
Listen, I'm always on the Ed Reed bandwagon. And the reason I'm simply always going to be like, listen, kill all the ego mess. Y'all can miss me with all that. Oh my God. Oh, we're HBCU. We don't need that. Bump all that. I'm taking everything Ed Reed got to offer, and I want the players. I want it all. So I'm okay with bringing Ed Reed in and having an interview and seeing his process or whatever. Now, is Miss Campbell in a position to make that hire? I don't know if she has the I don't know if she has the cachet to say, I'm going to make this hire because it's going to be so diverse. Because the thing about HBCU, man, like, I don't care what nobody says. That was an ego play by black people. Oh my God, they're talking bad about me. Like, yo, your shit is messed up. Fix it. I'm like, I don't get it. It's messed up. He's telling you it's messed up. He's in the situation trying to help you, and it's still messed up. So to answer your question, I don't mind Ed Reed coming in the situation. I'm taking all the resources that come with him, and I'm not saying South Carolina State is like broken poor, but they can damn sure use it, and I would damn sure take them. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'm rocking with you, man. The reason why is that the showing yesterday was so bad. I mean, when I saw the Jackson State University's tight end run to the end zone like Moses parted the Red Sea, I just said, this is some BS. Because this lets me know that the coaching staff did not get the kids ready to play, and also the kids got their asses whooped. I mean, JSU broke their whole wheel quickly. It was a scrimmage. Now, JSU fans, and I have to change my opinion on JSU fans a little bit because of the phone calls that's coming through saying, hey, since that's not time to pop the popcorn, like the brother before when he said that the benchmark to me is Celebration Bowl and the win. Real talk, that is the standard JSU, period. So, yes, celebrate this win. Wonderful. Get it in. No problem with it at all. But I can tell you this. If y'all Bamas don't win the SWAC and go to Celebration Bowl, it's a loss. That's what it is. So I'm like Stephen A. Smith right now, and I'm not. I like Stephen A. Smith. I don't even like the Cowboys. Is if y'all don't win this year, JSU is an accident waiting to happen.
Come on,
it's gonna happen.
I'm waiting.
It's gonna happen.
Listen,
just wait.
I am the cop. I am the cop that knows you've been drinking all night, waiting to write your ass up a ticket. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Just wait.
I'm gonna wait.
Just wait,
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Patient.
Come on. Now you're preaching.
It's just go happen. What can go wrong will go wrong. Just it may be last third of the game, like the SWAC, like the Celebration Bowl Championship, last third of the game. What can go wrong
will go wrong.
Will go wrong. JSU fans, watch out, because what's happening is you're falling right into Scott Edge playing. You're falling into the play.
And I'm webbing it.
I was called the Scott Edge. Stephen A. Scotty. It's just wait, man. It's coming. Be patient. All right, brothers. Man, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the comments. It's simple for me. He absolutely right. Listen, okay. I started the 0-4 movement. That's cool. I'll scratch it out, and I like the 1-3. I like that. We're gonna roll with 1. Listen, man. I despise everything about the Jackson State football program. I love the players. Some players I have really good relationship with, so I'm not talking. I despise the fans. I despise the alums. I despise you Bamas, right? It's nothing better than to see y'all Bamas in misery and in purgatory, right? So you're absolutely right. If you beat fam, I'm going to be on the 2-2, deuce and deuce. I'm going to be on that bandwagon. I don't give it's whatever bandwagon there is to be guiding against Jackson, I'm on it. I'm on it. I am the bus driver, right? I am driving the bus. I'm picking up everybody. I'm picking up everybody who wants to be on it with me, okay? At Hader and Park. On the corner of Hader and Park is me and my bus stop. 2278 coming to you.
What up, Scotty? What up?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, it's Marcus from the bottom floor, bro.
What's up? Talk to me.
Hey, look, yesterday, all right, first and foremost, I'm not a Jackson State fan. Let's get that clear, because their fans make me sick. I'm just a fan of HBCU football. Yesterday, I saw the SWAC team look like the MEAC team and the MEAC team looked like the SWAC team.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Somebody got punched in the mouth yesterday. Now, Buddy Pugh has been coaching longer than I've been living too. I'm 44 years old. Buddy Pugh been coaching a long time. That was not good coaching yesterday, Buddy Pugh. I'm sorry. That was horrible. And you was right too, Scotty. If you have a competent quarterback in HBCU football, you can win the game. Corey Field's not a competent quarterback. That's all I got to say. They beat the brakes off them boys yesterday, and it is what it is.
Absolutely, man. Baby, appreciate the call. Sean, coming to you. What's up, Sean?
What up, Scotty?
What's good?
Hey, cool, bro. You know.
Good.
Hey, real quick, I think this needs to be said. It hasn't been said yet. People shouldn't overreact after this game. I think the true measuring stick is this week. Is this advantage FAMU for having a sick week 0 and now play Jackson, or is this because the way it was played and then?
Hey, Sean.
Smelling itself.
Sean, you're breaking up. You're going in and out a little bit.
My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, all I'm saying, man, is we can't overreact after this game. Either side, man. South Carolina State or Jackson. You just gotta wait till this week. Is this week the measuring stick and move forward? Just be patient, and we're gonna see what it is after this week. That's all I got, bro.
Hey, appreciate the call, Sean.
All right.
I'm confused. Like, for somebody so smart, Hezekiah, you'll be really saying some foolish stuff. Like, how were we not supposed to overreact when it was a historic moment of you losing your whole team? Can somebody make that make sense to me? I can't. Maybe the Blue Juice is that delusional that when a historic moment happens, when a team loses 70 players and 1/3 of those players go with the former coach, that is nothing to overreact to. Y'all Bamas, because the thing that kills me about Pahos State fans is if it happened to FAMU, you would be saying the same stuff. If it would have happened to FAMU, if it would have happened to Southern, if it would have happened to Alcorn, all you Bamas would have been like, they lost 70 players. Shut up. Shut that shit up. Gabe, coming to you.
What's going on, Scotty A. Smith?
What's up, man?
Okay. Now, I wasn't going to toot the Jackson State horn and jump on the delusional bandwagon. But since since your pettiness is coming out and you talking about, you just despise Jackson State fan.
Despise.
What street you say you was on?
I'm on Hater and Park.
That's a good one. I like that. But you know what? It's like this right here. Every victory, especially for you being a Cowboy fan, but every victory that Jackson State get, I'm gonna screw it to you. And hey, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off the phone with you. 1-0.
Listen,
I'm going.
Gabe, it's very simple for me, right? And Mr. Bugs laid it out very eloquently. You know what I'm saying? Use my SAT words for the week, eloquently. Because every time that you guys get higher and higher, the fall is just that much harder. That's what makes it so much beautiful, right? That's what makes it so beautiful. The higher you go, the farther the fall. And I'm gonna be right there when you hit smack dab like Wile E. Coyote. I'm gonna be right there, Mimi. I'm gonna be right there.
Hey, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. This ain't the damn Dallas Cowboys, and we ain't no accident waiting to happen.
Gabe, you've been an accident waiting to happen for the last 2 years, Gabe. What you talking about? Come on, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be right there. Mimi, I'm gonna be right there. Right there. Let me see where I'm going. N.O. Joe, coming to you. What's up, N.O. Joe?
Hey, what going on, Scotty? I really think Jackson State gonna get FAMU, and I'm gonna tell you why. Coaching. That offensive coordinator, he just don't call plays to call plays. He call plays to set up plays. And I don't think FAMU defense coordinator gonna be ready for that. And also with Jackson State defense, that front row is good. When they went to the 3 front, that's when North Carolina started running the ball on them. So the defensive coordinator can stay out his own way and keep that 4 front. And I don't think FAMU gonna win the game. And I think it's gonna be because of coach. That's all I gotta say. What's your point on that?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If this is what we're talking about. If Willie Simmons don't run the ball, he's going to lose. If Willie Simmons does not commit to running the ball, he's going to lose. It's just that simple. Very, very simple. Very simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cannot get obsessed with throwing the football. He just can't. And not in this game, you can't. Now, if the DBs are ass and Musa is slinging it across the yard and he's killing them, then keep killing them. But in my opinion, right here, right now, he has to establish the run. He has to. That's just my personal opinion. 58.99 coming to you. I see you, Mr. Porter. You're next. Hey, calling you live.
Scotty, I'm sorry, my man. You was at that game yesterday. The things said about you and your loyal Southern University fan base, Florida A&M, God help you. Brother, T.C. Taylor know how to evaluate talent. He has a good coaching staff. There ain't no offensive coordinator in the SWAC or MEAC better than Maurice Harris. They will run through the SWAC. With that offense, that fast and go, can't nobody stop that. Go Blue, I'm out.
Thank you for the call, sir. See, then my question is this. If you get stopped, then what? I just listen, I'm not the sharpest tool in the drawer. I'm not the most colorful crayon. But if you get stopped, then what? Okay. Continue on. Mr. Porter, coming to you.
I have been entertained watching this live. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 730 people watching. Please like this stream.
Yes,
Once
sir.
again, 730 people watching. Please like this stream. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have to say is this. It seems that Coach Taylor, I have to say that he's done a good job being able to replace people with the amount of turnover. Tune in to the Orange Blossom Classic, or if you want to call it the Blue Blossom Classic, please tune in. Please watch the game. If you were anticipating something, I think you're going to really be able to have a good game this coming weekend. So that's all I got to say. Jackson State has really impressed me, and I do look forward to seeing what they're going to do against not only FAMU, but also Alabama State, because they claim they want all the smoke. So it's going to be a really good, interesting game to watch. All right. Talk to you later.
Let me say this. I'm going to say this right here, right now. If Willie Simmons loses the Orange Blossom Classic, pack his shit up. Listen, I would be okay if he wins that game and loses another game that he's not supposed to. I would be okay with that. Right? I'd be like, they called him slipping. He was big-headed, da-da-da. But if you lose the Orange Blossom Classic, pack your shit up. Pack your shit up and go get Ed Reed. That's what I'm doing. I'm so serious. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If Willie Simmons loses the Orange Blossom Classic, I'm calling Ed Reed the next day. And I'm telling Ed Reed to bring his ass down to Tallahassee because we need a revamp. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. It's that serious for me. 1066 coming to you.
Hey, what's up, Scotty?
What's up?
Hey, man, you need to get a upside down J hat, man.
Ooh, that's
get
good. Anti-J hat. I like that. Ooh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
It's like T-Rocket for Pokemon. I mean, bro, this is hilarious. I mean, I'm listening to all of these Pushing P fans. I swear to God, bro. You'd have thought they won the Super Bowl. I mean, you have one guy telling you they basically better than the Dallas Cowboys. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. I mean, it's one game. Yes, there were a lot of mistakes on their side, but I mean, hey, man. After watching South Carolina State, I mean, I guess all dogs don't go to heaven. I mean, I don't know what to say about them boys. They didn't get off the bus. They did not get off the bus, man. But hey, listen, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Hey, hit the like button. I'm out of here, man.
Hey, appreciate it. Listen, he got it. Hey, listen. Okay, let me tell you like this. TC is playing with house money, right? Every game, TC is playing with house money. He's not supposed to, like, you could have, like, the rabid Pothole State fans. They're like, listen, I'm going to keep saying this. Pothole State fans are like raccoons that have rabies in the middle of summer. Just wild, right? Rampant, just wild. Just imagine, just all kind of craziness, right? So the fan are expecting something. Me, I look at TC as playing with house money because if he loses, he can always say, well, turnover, blah, blah, blah. If he wins, I had the number 1 FCS class. So he's playing with house money, right? Willie Simmons, this is the game. This is the Super Bowl. This is your Celebration Bowl. If you cannot win this game, why are you here? I'm going to say it all week. And I'm telling you right now, if Willie loses the Orange Blossom Classic, Willie is going to be, he need to tat that on himself. Put that on his resume. At the top of his resume needs to be all the accomplishments, and then at the top it just says, but Willie gon' Willie. But Willie gon' Willie. That's just how it need to be. 9907 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Hey, what's up, boss man? Hey, this is Glenn from Jackson. JSU alum. What's up, man?
What's up? What's your name?
Glenn.
Okay, what's going on, man?
Hey, so I got a question.
Talk to me.
I mean, after witnessing the game yesterday, you still gonna have people who try to make it seem like no, JSU's not like that. Y'all haven't seen 7. Go, Brandon.
What? What? Yeah. Dog. Y'all haven't seen 7 or Brandon. Let me get this straight. I'm not even about to answer that. 3503 coming to you. Hey, call you live.
What's going on, Scotty? It's Eric from Jersey.
Talk to me, Eric.
Long time no speak. I will say that I was one of those people yesterday looking for you to go live, scratching like one of them crackheads on Dave Chappelle or something like that. I was one of them. I had a question. What do you think South Carolina State value as a program as far as attractiveness to really bring in somebody who has some name or clout behind them?
I think I wouldn't say it's as high as a SWAC school because of the name recognition, but it's a great football pedigree, right? You know that fan base loves football. It's in a state that has heavy, you're literally 20, 30 miles, you're like 100 miles around from all good football talent. Georgia, North Carolina, you can go up to Maryland, get some talent. You can go to Florida. I think it's a great spot. And I just love the fact that they love football. They love football in South Carolina State. And they have a history of winning. They have a pedigree of holding on to coaches and letting them play it out. So if I was a guy looking to build a program, see, this is the reason why I don't think Ed Reed's a good fit, because I don't think he's there to build. If Ed Reed could guarantee you 4 to 5 years, then maybe I would rock with him. But if he's looking to get a Power 5 job, that's not a South Carolina State type coach. You get what I'm saying? Like you're looking for a guy that's going to be there about 5 to 7 years and really put his stamp and approval on the program. So, but yeah, I wouldn't say the notoriety. If you're looking for notoriety, you would have to get a guy that makes you more noticeable, right? Because South Carolina State is like that. It's like that store. It's like that restaurant in the hood that everybody goes to. They know it's the best, but it's not a chain restaurant. Like everybody, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But it doesn't mean that food ain't good and it ain't the best spot in town. But a lot of people don't know about it.
Cool. My second question, really quickly, is you said Buddy Pugh has over 20-some years of coaching experience, all that good stuff. They got their asses handed to them yesterday.
Absolutely.
Nobody could deny that.
No,
Do you think that that South Carolina has a wounded animal mindset going forward?
I think the greatness of most coaches is how you rebound after adversity, right? The one thing to me that always helps teams bounce back is when a coach walks in and says, "Hey, everything's up for grabs. Go earn it." Nobody has a starting position. Since nobody wants to keep it, everybody's position. I don't give a damn if I got to play 22 freshmen, right? And we lose every game. But I want the best 22 on the field. Everything's up for grabs, right? When you come in with a mindset like that the next week, that's when you build a team, because now everybody is like, listen, the best players are going to play. It ain't no favoritism. It ain't no, oh, he a senior or he a junior. No, I don't give a damn if I got to play 5 freshmen. I want the best. I want South Carolina State Bulldogs and what that means on the field. That's when you build. That's when you rebound that team.
That's what it is. That's all I got, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. 7034 and then 6790. Y'all be my last 2 callers, or somebody else might call. I don't care, but 7034 coming to you.
Hey, Scotty, man, I'm sorry to call back in, but I was just thinking about something about this Buddy Pugh situation. I'm an old school cat, man. I'm in my 5th decade of life, and I just remember a couple of things. I remember how Grambling handled the Eddie Robinson thing. I didn't like that. And I think Buddy Pugh deserves to go out. Just go out, man. Whatever going to happen, let that happen, man. Let his legacy be his legacy. And also, I remember, I'm a Cowboy fan. And so I remember when Jerry Jones bought the team and he fired Tom Landry on the spot. And I remember everybody was like, Tom Landry deserved better than that, and which he did. And Buddy Pugh is the same way. He deserves to go out on his own terms, man. I mean, whatever, let the chips fall where they may. If they go 2-8 or 5-5, whatever it is, he deserves to go out the way he deserves to go out, and he needs to be celebrated, whether they win their conference or whether they go 0 and whatever in their conference. He has earned the right to be celebrated and to go out like the true champion he is, man. That's all I got to say. But, hey, man, he's earned the right to go out like a champion, and I think they need to respect that. And that's the problem in our community. We don't respect legacy. We just want the newest thing right now, but he's earned the respect to go out the way he wants to go out. And that's all I got, man. Have a good evening.
Agree.
God bless.
Appreciate it. I 100% agree. I think however you might feel about Buddy Pugh, he has earned the right to go out the way he wants to go out. And he already told you he leaving anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, just look at Buddy Pugh as a renter in a house, right? He's telling you, I ain't re-signing my lease. Well, now you got to go find a new tenant. Just go find a new tenant. He already told you you're leaving. Go find a new tenant. 6790 coming to you. Hey, call you.
What's going on? What's going on, Scotty? This is Mr. D. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Mr. D? I gotta save your number in here. I'm sorry. Let me
Man, save my number because I know I called twice and then I had to hang up and leave. I see he didn't see my number. It's all good.
Go ahead.
Say, look, I was taking blows for you yesterday, so I got online on people's shows and trying to hold off the folks with all the delusion from JSU. And I just want to say, the question that I asked yesterday was, is JSU that good or is South Carolina State that bad?
My
answer is, South Carolina State is just that bad.
Absolutely.
Really bad. I mean, really bad. DBs playing off 10, 12 yards. Hell, you can hit hitches like that with no problem. So that's a wash for yesterday's game. I basically call that a tune-up game. The real game is this Saturday in Miami. JSU people need to stop calling it the Blue Blossom Classic. It's the Orange Blossom Classic. Period. Stop disrespecting the OBC and Kendra's work, okay? You all know who you all are. Don't bring them damn shirts down there, okay, because you're going to get your feelings hurt. Now, last part is the pressure is on Willie. I mean, really, the pressure is on Willie. If he loses this game, he may not last the season. Period. What's your thoughts on that?
Hey, listen, he lose this game, he walking back to Tallahassee, okay? And man, listen, I wouldn't even. And
I'm telling you, he not gonna make it past mid-season.
All I'm saying is this: if he don't win this game, I wouldn't want to be Willie Simmons. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be Willie Simmons for Halloween, okay? I wouldn't want to be Willie Simmons at all. I wouldn't want to trade.
He better not get back. He may not even get back on the bus, the team bus. He better have an Uber driver or a limo driver already ready to go just in case. He better not even get on the bus. They may not even let him get on the bus.
Like I said, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. I wouldn't want to be Willie Simmons. It's just that simple. But thanks for the call, Mr. D.
All right. Hey, I got a shout out. Hey, Steve Campbell, give a brother a call tonight. Let's talk.
All right, appreciate it. All right, listen, real quick. Got a couple callers. Real quick. I'm announced if there is a winner. I'm gonna announce a winner. On Monday's show of the Off Script Pick'ems. All right, I'm gonna announce the show. I'm gonna announce on Monday. Outspoken at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Outspoken. You already know what it is. Listen, next week it is going to be Jackson versus Fam, right? Or Paho State. You know, whichever you prefer, right? Because if Paho State would have lost, it would have been Texas Southern versus PV. Since Paho State won, it's Paho State versus FAMU. That is my pick'em, right? So I'm opening up to everybody, okay? I'm going to open it up to everybody, all the callers. These were the questions, right? You know what I'm saying? Nice, fun, easy stuff, right? So next week, I'm opening this up to everybody, all right? So you can pass it along to a friend and everybody like that. It's going to be too easy. All right. It's going to be too easy. I can't give you the password right now because y'all Bammers can log in and then get all the answers right. And then I got to pay you Bammers, right? So next week, it will start back up on Tuesday. Tuesday of next week, it will start back up. You can go to my website. Okay. It's offscript.com. Let me put it out. Let me put it out here. Let me see. Let me see. Right. Gotta tune in. Yeah, it's $100 if no winner. So if it was $50 this week, if no winner, it'll be $100 next week. All right. You gotta tune in, right? You gotta tune in. Hey, you gotta tune into the Breakdown show on Wednesday to get the password for the show. All right, it's password protected. So if you don't tune in on Wednesday, you won't get the password. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. All right, I'm going to change the password. So all my members who have that, I'm changing it. So you got to watch the show on Wednesday to get the new password. All right, so but Off Script Pick'ems, we'll be back in full fledged on Wednesday. I apologize. On Wednesday, the Breakdown, I will have the password ready for you guys so you can guys do the pick'em. All right, so it's open up to everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed and have fun. All right, let's get to this last call and we'll get up out of here. 7400 coming to you. Hey, call
how you doing, Scotty? How you doing, Scotty? This is Maud.
Talk to me.
I just want to say that I'm overjoyed right now that Jackson State was able to pull off a victorious win. And a lot of people have said that we wasn't going to be able to do anything this year. But I'm here to tell you, Scotty, that T.C. Taylor and the rest of those boys on that team, they have shocked the world. They've shocked the world, Scotty, and put the whole world on notice that we're going to be here this year. We're going to guard the yard like it's never been guarded before. And I like to say, Scotty, it takes a lot of courage for you to get on here, knowing that you talked a lot of noise about Jackson State. And I have to commend you for taking every call. You've sat on here for hours and hours and you've taken it. But I just want to let everybody know that this coming weekend at the Blue Blossom Classic is going to be a continuation of what you're going to get for the rest of the season. And just like we said at the start of the season, we're starting in Atlanta and we're going to finish in Atlanta. And that's all I got to say, Scott.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Very, 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 very touching. Very, very inspiring. Let me say this to all you pothole state Bamas. Number one, if you so about that life, Paris, Hezekiah, Jason, Rick Deuce, Zoe, where I want to see receipts on hotel accommodations in December. If you about that life, Mike Reed, I want to see hotel reservations in December in Atlanta. If you about that life, that's all. And the Kennebrews, Darius, David, your sister, all you Kennebrews. I want to see all the receipts. That's number one. Number two,
I hear everybody talking about what they gonna be. I got high hopes for you niggas, we gon' see.
I got high hopes for you ninjas, we gon' see. I got high hopes, but we gon' see. And like Mr. Bug said, I'm telling y'all, I am the white cop in a small town waiting for you ninjas to F up. I'm sorry, that was such a bad analogy, but it hit though. It did hit though. You get the point. You get the point. Oh shoot, that was funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That hit though. That hit though. That hit. KP coming to you.
Wow, bro, you need prayers, bro. You need long, strong prayers, bro.
I'm sorry.
You really need that, ho. You really need them, bro. Wow, what's up, baby? What's the deal, man? We got a big old game that just happened. Them people that won the Super Bowl. Look, man, look. But I got something to ask you, though, Scott. I got something to ask you, man.
Talk to me.
Will Willie be prepared on Saturday? Big game, must-win game. Will he have his troops ready for Saturday?
Oh, man, listen. I think
pressure ain't on J State. I'm just coming in and showing up.
You're right. Listen, they just hey, we here for a vacation. You know what I'm saying? If you lose, we here for a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. So I wholeheartedly agree with you. There's no pressure on Jackson to win this game at all. The thing for me,
bro, the only pressure for Jackson is not to get blew out.
Let me. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If I'm a J-State fan, I don't want to get blew out. I could still talk my noise and think I have a team if I don't get blew out.
Listen, and it goes back to what Miss Body said, because I had a few FAMU guys reach out to me. I think FAMU is going to have a different mindset when you get to sit back and watch the game, and you get, you know what I'm saying, KP? I'm not saying you. I know, because you know how it is when you. It's kind of like when you like. It's like when you're watching something, you're like, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, I can juggle five cones. I can do that. You're like, man, you sit your ass down. You can't. But I think that's what FAMU players are doing. They're sitting back and watching it, because you know they had a watch party for that. Everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, we got wings and everything at the party. Yeah.
We you know, they just talk, they just yip yapping about the. I really think that played a huge effect. And let's be real. They know what's at stake. They know what's at stake. You're if we're being honest, we're ranked number 1. We're supposed to, we're probably going to be favored in that game. I don't, the thing for me is this. It's going to come down to 2 things for me. It's going to come down to Musa, and it's going to come down to Willie, and how prepared they are. Because are you going to protect Musa? And is Willie going to call a game that also protects Musa, which means establishing the run early and often? So I'm excited. I'm super geeked for this game. And I want to see how Willie responds. I really do, because I'm telling you, this could be the biggest stain on him in his, like, I don't know, people like, Scotty, that's a real extreme. I really think this could be the biggest stain on him in his career, because 7-6 with Dion. That was good. You know, you had a pro team. He had a semi-pro team, right? The 59-3 ass whooping was just like, whoa, you're not that good. So now you have TC Taylor, who's like his little brother. You can't get beat by the little brother. You know, you can't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? So it really, to me, I don't even, if I'm being honest with you, KP, I don't even think just winning it is enough, in my personal opinion.
There you go.
Like 17-21 is not it's a win, but it's not a win in my book. You get what I'm saying? Now, I know coaches will say, hey, whatever, but it's a lot of variables to that. It's the first game of the season for FAM and all that. So you can kind of count all of that. And it depends how they bounce back, if like they dominate everybody else. But I need to see a game to where I'm like, FAMU is just better. Not to a situation like they lucked up, I don't know, man. It's so many variables to this thing. We could really dive deep into it, but it's not a game to where I feel like Willie can play around with.
I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna throw this at you. I'm gonna make you go left with this one. We in Miami. It's probably gonna be 1-on-3, probably 1-13 on the field. The debt. Nobody talks about it. Your number 2s, when that first string get tired, get wore out, which team has the best number 2?
FAMU.
That's who gonna that and whoever can convert third down. Your number 2s gotta beat my number 2s, because it's hot. I need substitution.
Yeah.
My subs gotta come in, and they gotta be a dog as well. So whoever number 2s
FAMU
can outshine one another, I think that's gonna really be a factor, because you got a sub in that heat.
Yeah.
And nobody really talks about that debt. That line change, that D line got to come out. They can't play 6 or 7 snaps.
That's legit. That's legit. I think I see what people would do when you said that. They will go specifically in certain aspects, like, oh, we got better depth here. It's not that. It's an overall team aspect, right? What's your overall team depth looking like? And I think FAMU, they've been with the same players for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been building this program for 3 years, and they brought in a lot of talent in the thing. I'm not saying that Tahoe State don't have depth. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that in an overarching view, I think there's more talent on FAMU in a lot of other places, in my personal opinion. But appreciate the call though, KP.
Absolutely, for sure.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Bobby, coming to you. What's up, Bobby?
My boy, what's going on?
Man, chilling, man. What's goody?
Man, I think it's a big point that's being missed about this upcoming Saturday. It's going to be the first OBC with Willie Simmons where there was no drama off the field. Think about it. Savion Williams did not play in that first OVC. Them boys was driving down the night before the game to play the game the next day last year. They didn't practice all week that week. So, however, no excuses. He took ass whooping. But this year, there's no drama off the field.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, Willie has zero excuses.
Zero. Absolutely zero.
Yep. Well, see y'all on Saturday.
It's Sunday. Well, I appreciate the call.
Yeah, see y'all on Sunday.
All right. Peace. All right. Shutting the call lines down, man. Appreciate you all for calling. Everybody who called in. Listen, I'm excited. Okay. And let me say this before I get up out of here. Hey, www.itsoffscript.com. Make sure you guys go check out the stuff, whatever. Let me say this before I get off. I actually already told y'all what it was about me coming on live. I said if Tahoe State loses, I said I don't give a damn if I get home at 11 or midnight. I'm going live. I also told y'all if Tahoe State won that there was going to be inclement weather in South Atlanta, and gosh darn it, it was inclement weather. What can I do? Okay, what can I do when there's inclement weather? And it's just, I mean, I was literally at my neighbor's house in the basement trying to get Wi-Fi. What was I supposed to do with that? You get what I'm saying? It just happens like that. I don't know. I can't help it. I can't control the weather. I'm not Storm from X-Men. You get what I'm saying? So that just is what it is. But I'm never afraid to come on live. See, a lot of you Bammers, this is what kills me about a lot of you Bammers. A lot of you Bammers, right? Y'all go hiding throughout the season, and then when things go well, then you want to pop up, and then when things go bad, y'all want to hide again. Like, I can't hide no pop or duck or nothing because I stays with the smoke. So I'm here. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to keep telling y'all Bammers this. If you watching the game and you thinking about me, I've already won. I've already done my job. And if Tahoe State just so should happen to lose, my job gets even easier. My job gets even easier. There's only two teams that I love to see the demise of: Tahoe State and Prairie View. I love to see the demise of either one of those two. I love it. Who don't love to see 10 fans crying, and who don't love to see them annoying ass Tahoe State fans bragging? And they sad. I love it. Absolutely. Bragging about attendance because they can't win football games. Oh my God, did you see our attendance? Oh, we filled up everybody and we lost. Oh, we had the highest attendance rate and we keep losing. It's nothing better than that. Nothing better. So that's been my time. You already know what it is. I'm here. I'm going to get a shirt that says, I think he said 106 and a hater. I'm going to get that shirt. Listen, I hate Jackson State. I don't know what Why do y'all keep calling me a hater and I keep telling you I don't like you Bammers? You ain't saying nothing new. Oh my God, Scotty, you're such a hater. No shit, Sherlock. I keep telling you. I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I am the white cop in a small town, right, waiting for you ninjas to mess up. And I'm going to ticket your ass. Take your ass to court. Simple. Simple. I don't know why y'all act. Oh my God, he's such a hater. No shit. I tell y'all every week. I hate y'all. What are we talking about? You're not saying anything new. You're not hurting my feelings. I'm glad you understand how much I despise y'all. I don't get it. Oh, why is this new? Oh my God, Scotty's such a hater. And my deputy. And we both sitting in the cop car with powdered donuts, waiting for you ninjas to run a red light. Waiting for you ninjas. No, you Bama's been drinking. You smoke weed? You smoke that shit? You got any drugs on you? You got some guns? I know you got them. Shoot. Keep playing me. But anyway, you already know what it is. Until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.